I mainly just wanted to cover this and touch on some key things for my people who are not going to seek out other people talking about this or read it themselves. This is mainly just, if you get your information filtered through me, then I'm going to touch on some key points for you just so you can stay in the loop of what's going on. I get Kai, I'm making him cry and calling him slurs in the same note. No, I'm just fucking with Kai. My friends love me. This is true. Okay. Also, 2v8 is back, so if you guys have an interest in 2v8, throwing that out there, 2v8 is available for you now to play. And Dracula and Pyramid Head both got added to 2v8, so if you decide to join that killer queue, you got some new killers to try out. I'm curious to know how they set up how each killer is going to work. Usually they just incorporate some buffs that would otherwise be add-ons for the killer, so I'm sure we'll get a chance to read through that. I don't know if I'll have the time to actually play a killer 2v8 match, but Survivor 2v8 matches, we'll definitely probably have time for at least one or two. Okay, so the 9.3 PTB, okay, this is PTB, this is not made it to live yet by any means, but this is, I'm gonna just touch briefly on this, okay? This is their reattempt at the tunneling, slugging, and camping adjustment update, right? The long short of it, that's the dude from Smiling Friends. Who? Where? Pyramid Head? I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, the long short of it is, survivors are getting a whole bunch of buffs to counteract tunneling, and killers are essentially getting nothing. So it's unlike the first iteration of this, where killers had incentives, positive incentives, to actually go and get unique hooks. Instead, this time around, it is just your only motivation is the penalty that you have to face if you do decide to tunnel. There's no real positive. The only thing that you get, finally, I can play and win. I mean, maybe if this makes it to live, we'll have to see. All you get as a killer is Bloodlust at tier 1 for 15 seconds, and the reason why they give you Bloodlust is because if it was haste, haste could stack with other perks, and that would actually make it worth more than what it is worth now. Bloodlust tier 1 for 15 seconds, that goes away if you start a chase, and you don't get it anymore when all the generators are completed. This is literally just 0.2 meters per second increased movement speed, just a flat plus 0.2. It's so small that it's not really gonna be noticeable. You're not gonna notice much of a difference. It's very, very pointless. I request the mightiest of... Huh? Hey there. Hello. Hi. Hello, Jake. Jesus, I was not ready. Domo shirtless stream when? Never, I think. I think never is the right answer to that. Hello. Peach dress when? Never. What an entrance? Yeah, it was quite the entrance. Get sturdy right now? Absolutely not. I've seen what it looks like to get sturdy, and I am not that athletically inclined. Why do you hate me? This sucks. I'm donating. Do not donate bits. I'm not even gonna finish reading them out. Do not. That is not what the point of this was. Do not. No bits. Hashtag Domo get sturdy. Donate bit. Do not donate bits. Hold on to your bits. White boy bust down right now. No, I will not. I will not. Okay, so, as I said, killers essentially get nothing for doing unique hooks. This is more so about negative reinforcement than positive reinforcement for killers, which feels really awful. And survivors, as you can see, there's a whole long list of stuff that you get after you get unhooked now. And it's, yeah. Somebody say the funny numbers. Choose your next words wisely.
21.
All right, I'll let that one slide. That was funny. Okay, so when you get unhooked as a survivor with this PTB, assuming this makes it alive, you get 30 seconds. You get 30 seconds of 10% haste, endurance, elusive. If you don't know what elusive does, it's essentially a whole bunch of other perks mashed together. It's Iron Will, what Babysitter used to do, just a couple other things all mashed together into a status effect called elusive that you get for 30 seconds. No grunts of pain. No scratch marks, no pools of blood. It says aura. The aura should be for being able to see where the killer is. The survivor will see killer's aura within 32 meters for 10 seconds. Oh, this hides your aura as well, so you can't be seen with, like, floods of rage, for instance, or something like that when you get unhooked. Makes no sounds. We pretty much cover that, and hides grunts of pain, coughing, vomiting, whatever. You're still susceptible to attacks and powers. That says that. Every time I enter stream, I don't know about that. I love hiding my aura. I gotta go for now, but I'll be back. Okay, Anteg, have a good one. How old are you? I'm 25. Kai, weren't you here for my birthday? Why not? I don't know about that one, dog. I don't know about that one. It's okay. The susceptible to attacks and powers. For some reason, Pinhead is having, like, all killers are having it brought down on them a little bit, so to speak. But for some reason, Pinhead is getting it a little bit worse than other killers because they nerfed Original Pain, which was one of his really good add-ons, but it was being used to tunnel, and instead they like just they've decided that, okay, well, the way your possessed chain works now is you just can't use it on survivors who get off the hook. You just can't. It just doesn't do anything. You can hit them with it, it doesn't do anything. A lot of people are worried about the fact that this is going to be used to, the person who's getting unhooked is going to get unhooked, go run to the box, grab the box, and disable it, so that way you can't get chain hunt as Pinhead. Pinhead's not very fast. I don't know if you knew this, and Possessed Chain was like your best chance at like preventing somebody who has the box from finishing the puzzle, so that way you could go grab the box yourself and do what is objectively the best part of his power, which is having Chain Hunt active. They just nerfed this killer. I don't know why they did. They looked at Pinhead and they decided, you know what, fuck that guy in particular, he's done for. There's more in-depth information about it. I probably won't get too far into it, but you know. Hi Domo, hi chat, hi Duvalina, hi CJ. Pinhead is getting it. What the hell? Why that face from peak? I couldn't remember if you were 24 or 25. 25. I don't know if I should take it as, oh my god, that's great, or I'm 31 now and I still look like I'm 22. I think that's a good thing, alright? You want to look youthful as you age. But yeah, just a whole bunch of things that benefit you by getting unhooked. And like, is it necessary to some extent? Yeah. I know who was talking about it? I think it was Otts talking about it last night in a video that I was watching, that tunneling seems to be an issue at higher MMR levels, which makes me feel like a little more uncertain about it. It might have been Scott talking about it. I can't remember for sure. But Pinhead is getting it worse than blah blah blah, so I was being silly. Okay. Alright. No, it's on. No, I understand. No, I get it. They So this is a whole thing, and people have talked about this plenty. They essentially said, hey, we're not going to give you benefits for unique hooks because they were worried about it essentially taking away player agency. They thought it made the gameplay too linear, and that is somehow supposed to justify killers getting essentially nothing for doing unique hooks. I don't know. I don't understand a lot of what Behavior's doing. That's not really anything new. They changed Furtive Chase. They changed it back to the way it used to be, which means that perk is going to essentially just never get used anymore again. I love having perks taken out of my rotation. Babysitter got reworked. Not bad, actually. It's not terrible. Borrowed Time got a rework. It's got its place. It's not super strong. Breakdown got better. Off the Record, I can't remember what they did to, and Wicked got buffed as well. Fun fact, if you're, with the way Wicked works now, I think it was Wicked. With the way Wicked works now, if you're running Wicked and Resurgence together, you can unhook, you can get unhooked or unhook yourself if you're running like Deliverance or something like that, and you can get off the hook fully healed. Yeah, it's a real thing. I've never seen somebody fully healed immediately off a hook. Like, I don't even know what to do about that. I just there's just no real way to play around that. They're just running this perk combo, and you get to be healed immediately the moment you come off of the hook. No healing involved. No other person needs to be involved. You can just run Deliverance, Wicked, Resurgence, and unhook yourself for free, and unhook yourself immediately healed as well. I got nothing. I got nothing for you. I don't know if that makes all of your benefits that you get for 30 seconds go away for unhooking yourself and immediately being healed. It might count you being healed from your perks as a conspicuous action and take away your 30 seconds of haste, elusive, endurance, but if it doesn't, that might be a problem, because now it's already going to take me 2 hits to down you if I decide to eat the endurance and try to tunnel you. Now it's going to take me 3, because I'm going to eat the endurance. I'm going to eat the... Unless it injures you at the same time. I guess not. You're just going to... Makes endurance kind of pointless unless you do... I guess it'd be... Hit you one time to injure you. Endurance is active at that point, because if the next hit were to cause you to go down, instead of going down, you would just take a deep wound. That's what endurance does. So, yeah, it's still taking you 3 hits to go down. Within that 30-second window. Not to mention the way that they've changed the anti-hemorrhage needle. It's not an anti-hemorrhage needle necessarily anymore, but it just completely takes away your exhaustion. So you can, use your 10% haste for 30 seconds, use your life, use your anti-hemorrhage needle, use your life again. Apparently there's a perk called Blood Rush that can reset your exhaustion as well and allow you to do it again. So he's just ignoring us right now. What is happening? I'm in the middle of yapping. I don't know what you expected. This is an absolute win. When we getting shirtless Domo? Never. Bathtub stream? Absolutely not. Hot tub stream? I don't even know where a hot tub is. PTB stands for punt the butt. JPEG, I just don't think it does. I just don't think that's what that's.
Hot tub stream.
Me when I fucking get you, I swear to God. Anyways, what we're talking about? Oh yeah. Hook improvements. The resolve bar is visible to survivors. Sure, that's fine. Anti-face camp stuff. Yeah, that's fine. The only thing that I think anybody's really concerned about is how can all of this be abused, and the fact that it kind of just feels like you get nothing as killer for doing unique hooks, and survivors get all of this for unhook protection, whether they're getting tunneled or not. And how can it be used aggressively in the game? They've removed non-collision, so you can't run through the killer to get in front of them and take a hit. But if you really want to get in front of them, I've said this before, and I'm going to stand by this. If you really want to get in the way of taking a hit while you have 10% haste, you're going to get in the way of taking that hit. I mean, there's just no way around it. Now, I do worry about, like, you're going to absorb a hit with endurance. You're still going to have the 10% haste, and then by the time the haste goes away, you're ready to probably vault in a loop or something like that, or you're ready to sprint burst away, sprint burst out of there, or you know, all these different possibilities for this to be used aggressively, which makes killer matches even harder. Like, I don't know. The point of the update is that a lot of it feels really one-sided right now, and I think that's what everybody's worried about. If anyone is going to ban me, it will be Domo himself. You're damn right. How about a Victorian curly hair and beard stream? What? No. What? Throwing pennies for the hot tub stream fund? That's crazy. As a femboy myself, I personally love coming into your stream and teasing you. Okay. It's the joy of my night sometimes. Alright, man. Sure. Go off, go crazy. I mean, don't actually. AFK crows, they appear faster, whatever. Let me braid all of your hair. I mean, good luck with that, dog. Myers, his camera control got even better. Myers is fairly decent for where he is right now. Insane that I am saying that, and I kind of feel like I'm only saying that because everybody else is saying so. Pinhead, Bright, survivors with endurance status effect cannot be restrained by a possessed chain. I want you to keep in mind, hello from my bathroom, I am cleaning it. Okay, I was a little bit scared. Hi, Giga. We're talking about Dead by Daylight. So the way that Pinhead is getting nerfed a little bit more directly than everybody else, endurance status effects do not have to just come from being unhooked, okay? So that means that you can now dead hard a possessed chain. On top of, like, there are other perks in the game that give you endurance. They reworked several of them, but there are still perks in the game that give you endurance. So there are just going to be times where you're playing Pinhead and you're like, you're going to make the right decision and it still be wrong. And that feels like trash. That just feels awful. And he already has a very low pick rate from what I'm understanding. So, like,
6-7.
Yeah, I think that's a ban. I think you're just banned. I think you're done, Sleep. I think you're done. Okay. I'm censored now? Alright. Okay. Man, I wanted to talk about Skull Merchant changes. I'm just gonna talk through it and hopefully you can thing. The Skull Merchant changes, me and talked about this. I feel like this is ridiculous. This is the worst in the game. And what is happening right now? The way they changed her, they're essentially trying to turn her into chase killer, turning her drones into a utility for chase, and she's not. I fucking hate these changes. The Skull Merchant stuff is something that I feel really strongly about. I genuinely think these are so stupid. These are such awful changes. They might as well just do a rework because they're just trying to turn her drone into utility for chase when she originally wasn't a chase killer. She was a trap killer. When are you gonna play a good game on stream? I literally played Donkey Kong Bonanza yesterday and you weren't here, dog. I don't know what to tell you. Also, from what I understand, the way they changed her drones, there was a particular thing in here. There it is. For every 2.5 seconds spent standing underneath a drone, the survivor gains 1 lock-on. 1 lock-on, after 3 lock-on, you get a claw trap. That claw trap lets you track them on the map, and it injures them, and I think they gain the broken status effect. And, now, instead of... Because before, it was, you would put a drone down. If a survivor walks through the scan, they get a lock on, right? And then the next time they walk through a scan, if it's been 2.5 seconds or more, they gain another lock on. So it felt like you had more of a chance to gain lock on and gain a claw trap. And now it's like, yeah, we're gonna make this. You have to stand under the drone for at least 2.5 seconds. Why would they stand under the drone for 2.5 seconds? And then everything else is just some kind of buff that makes it easier for her to play and chase rather than anything else. Like, it's so, I don't know. I hate this. And apparently, this change right here, this change specifically, the Cheghead is here. Also, for the record, I was here yesterday. I was just lurking. Doesn't answer my question, but he does answer your question. That was a good game. I don't know what to tell you, dog. That was a good question.
Pleasant Park streets. Look at the map, go to the mark sheet. Take it to your Xbox to play Fortnite today. You can take me on Steam.
Okay. And apparently, this change was because of the fact that the worst killer in the game, Domo from the MRI, I've asked him to play this over the speakers so I don't miss anything. Okay, we're talking about the Skull Merchant changes. I'm talking about the stuff that I talked about with you. For every 2.5 seconds spent standing underneath the apparently, because Laz had talked about this. Me and Laz talked about this in depth. He knows how I feel about this. This change happened because she was playing exceedingly well on 2 maps that were already survivor-sided maps. The logic of nerfing the worst killer in the game because she is playing exceptionally well on survivor-sided maps. The worst killer in the game is able to win or at least get a down on survivor-sided maps means we need to buff her ability and shoehorn her into being a chase killer. The most ridiculous thing. I absolutely hate this entire list of changes. I wish they would just do the rework if they want her to be a chase killer that damn bad, and not just try to turn her drone into utility for chase power. And it's just not. It's just not a chase power. It's awful. It pisses me off so much. The reasoning for it pisses me off. It's trash. It's trash. Original Pain, which was being used to tunnel survivors, that got changed, but it got changed in a way that it works almost the same as another add-on, and that makes it essentially useless. Singularity's still fine. They changed an add-on that was being used to tunnel people easier, but Singularity's still fine. He's gonna be okay. Furtive Chase is hot trash now. I'm not even going to read through this. Just know that it's hot trash. It's not worth using. You know, dying roses in this waiting room isn't the imagery I would choose for a hospital. Yeah, probably not the best idea. Wonder why Lemon doesn't notice those bits. Nothing burger of some buffs. I'm telling you, dude, it's garbage.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Babysitter, I said, has its place. It's to do with seeing the killer. Borrowed time, fully recover from the dying state. Breakdown, the hook breaks for 90 seconds. They have the time, but after you're unhooked, increase the speed at which you are healed by 100%. So it essentially gives other people... It essentially gives other people will make it, rather than people having to take will make it. Off the record doesn't give you endurance anymore, increases active duration by double what it used to be active for. Wicked is the perk that I was talking about. When you are unhooked from the basement, gain 50% healing progress. If you get hooked in the basement while running Wicked, and you also are running Resurgence, that's the full heal. That's the full heal. You unhook yourself fully healed already. It's... I just don't even know. Also, you're guaranteed an unhook in basement. And I don't know. If you're running Wicked Resurgence, there's no reason to be scared of basement ever. Like, there's no fear in that. Being a third party and all, I'm assuming you mean the blurb / voice one bits. We're gonna make him snap. No, this is standard. Conviction got changed. It's got a proc requirement now, so that's, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. Tenacity re-added the ability to recover while crawling. The syringe removes exhaustion. I've already touched on that a little bit. Styptic agent is apparently so bad now that you'd be better off just running the brown bandage roll add-on. Started lurking, but the FNAF brought me back. And then this is all stuff that, you know, it's whatever. I'm not gonna go over this too much. They did change Hawkins. Hawkins has the big room with the glass ceiling and the hole in the wall. That whole area has been reworked, and it's for the best from what I've seen. It looks pretty good. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all for the patch notes. Besides not wanting to incur a penalty as a killer, that's pretty much it. So yeah, it just feels bad. The whole thing just feels bad if you're a killer main, which it is what it is. You can't really do much about that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what makes it to live, because when we see what makes it to live, I think there's going to be a much more significant uproar with what people are unhappy with, if that's how it goes. So, you know, in due time. In due time, we'll see. Now, the other thing that we're going to look at is 2v8 is back and here. Oh, whoops. I didn't finish all my Halloween stuff. Womp womp. Yeah, so 2v8 mode is back. Castlevania, Dracula and Pyramid Head got added. Twilight Princess doesn't have this issue. This is true. This is true. Well-balanced game. These are cool. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of shit in here. Oh yeah, there's a lot of skins in the game right now. This is a new skin. I was hoping they would just take me to the new collection rather than taking me all the way to the whatever. Scorched Terror, this is interesting. This is a Burn Dracula. These are the new skins for this update. We should play it for Zelda month. Twilight Princess? What? Wait, when is Zelda month? I didn't know this was a thing. Oh, that's cool. I really like the cape on this. That's cool. I like that. Let me see the Pyramid Head one. Oh, I didn't click on it first. Whoops. I'm not going to look at the other skins. These down here. If you have been around, you've seen these already. These are not new. These are just part of the collection that they have, supposedly. Everything in the top row, minus this guy right here, is the new stuff. So these 4 skins right here. I'm going to be so honest with you guys. I don't like the Richter skin. It's primarily the face. He just doesn't look like Richter. That just doesn't look like Richter to me. I'm sorry. PBG created a thing in his channel in like 2011 called Zelda Month, where he'd make exclusively Zelda content for the month of November. That's partially why I'm also going to be starting Echoes of Wisdom. I have been wanting to see somebody play Echoes of Wisdom so bad. Oh my fucking god. I'm sorry. Are we seeing his muscular tissue? He has no skin? He has no skin. That is one of the most gnarly looking... Oh my fucking god. I just realized that his skin is hanging around him. That is so... Oh, that's brutal. This is one of the most brutal and disgusting skins I think I've ever seen. Good lord, son. The way the skin flew up when I turned too fast. It's still got his hands. You can still see his hands. You can still see his hands. This is the most brutal Pyramid Head I think I've ever seen. Yeah, that's gnarly. This music underneath this skin is very funny. I have things to say. Go on. What a cutie patootie. With his skin hanging around him. I mean, to each their own, I guess. Whatever, man. Damn, bro's gnarly looking. Well, there you go. You don't want me to go on? I'll get spray bottled. I think you need to get spray bottled regardless. I think that's what needs to happen, Kai. Oh yeah, and then this one, which Fed actually, I'm pretty sure it was Fed. Fed was the one who posted some other stuff and said this would have looked better. I agree with Fed. He posted it in our Discord server, so if you are not in the Discord server, feel free to join. Go scroll through general, you'll find it probably pretty quick. I think Fed had a point. I think these could have looked better. I think any of the other options would have looked better, actually. I don't know why they go so simple. Well, I don't know if they just didn't want to worry about animating that much fabric. There's no way they were worried about it standing out too much because, I mean, look at shit like this. Tell me that these bright-ass colors don't make you stand out already. There's no way they were worried about it standing out too much. There's no way. Whatever. I do really want to play Killer for 2v8, but it's probably not. We're probably just gonna play some Survivor matches. I do want to have a look. Okay, so this is new. This is if you guys were there, I had a very, very long, drawn-out conversation with Laz about the choice to remove Legion completely from the 2v8 pool. This is the first time I've known about the fact that they aren't completely removing Legion, and that they're only temporarily disabled. This is the first time I've seen a note about that. I was upset about the fact that they decided to remove Legion entirely. They, at the time, had said nothing about having the intent of reworking the killer to better fit 2v8 so that they don't feel so oppressive. I am happy to see that they have left a note on this killer saying, hey, it's temporarily disabled. That's the first time I've seen a note about that. Did they buff Springtrap the best as he deserves? No. I don't think Springtrap got looked at all for this. I don't think there was any, like, buffs or anything that came attached to 9.2.3. I think this update is just to add 2v8 back in. Okay, so we have Pyramid Head for 2v8. How does this work? Okay. I don't see anything. Okay, this will be what I need to look at. Decreases Rites of Judgment's recharge time by 4 seconds. Increases duration of Rites of Judgment trails by 20 seconds. Increases range of punishment of them by 1.5 meters. Increases duration of Killer Instinct by 3 seconds. Down survivors can be executed by Final Judgment if they have been sent to a Cage of Atonement twice, or to both a Cage of Atonement and Cage of Corruption once. Cage of Corruption? What the hell is a Cage of Corruption? Chad, I have no idea what the hell a Cage of Corruption is. This is the first time. Is Cage of Corruption just supposed to be the hook? The hook, basically, for this game mode? What a weird way to phrase that, and also very confusing. Yeah, they did some pretty, like, typical buffs you would expect for Pyramid Head. It is what it is. It is some add-ons that they throw in there. Oh, Milton, hello! Dracula, I hope they buffed his, oh my god, they did not give him much. Increases the number of pounces to 3, decreases cooldown of Hellfire by 10%, I like that. Increases teleport distance in bat form by 20 meters, decreases cooldown rate of Shapeshift by 10%. Okay, so, I mean, again, nothing like super crazy, but also, like, he's such a solid killer, I don't think he needed too much. This is pretty whatever. This is fine. This is associated with what class you're running here, so Nothing too crazy. They have to try and even it out across the field. Yeah, they're gonna buff them. They're gonna buff like how their base kit works. Usually, it's a lot of stuff that is just add-ons that are getting worked into base kit for 2v8. Times 3 multiplier for playing Survivor right now. Okay, I guess we're gonna play Survivor. I'll play Nia. Why not? What do we want to work with? I don't think they changed anything with classes this time around. I don't think I heard anything about it. How are you? I am good. How are you, Milton? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I do like running Escapist. Man, the thing about Scout is having somebody who can rebuild pallets. This is the one that can rebuild pallets, right? Yeah, gain or restore pallet bonus that charges over 60 seconds. Being able to bring back pallets is, I think, really helpful. We'll see. We'll see if I get benefit out of that or not. We'll just run Scout. Probably gonna have time for at least one match. We'll see how fast we're in and out of this one. If it's not crazy fast, then we'll probably be just be doing this one. I like that they brought back Dracula's Castlevania for the lobby. You just see it back there. Also depends on how well the rest of the team plays out. True, this is also true. And 2v8 is the most like crazy mixed bag of teammates that you're ever gonna get because there's just a lot going on. And the maps are huge too, which does not. I mean, it does help, doesn't help. You know, it is what it is. Do we have a guide? We have one guide. We're waiting on me to ready up? No, you're not. We're waiting on one of the killers to ready up. Okay, so somebody's running brute strength. And then the other one is not fearmonger. I don't think that's enforcer either. Maybe that is fearmonger. I have no idea. I'll have to check my killer perks. It's been a while. Dude, my nose is so itchy right now. I don't know what's going on. Just been existing? Hell yeah. I'm assuming you've been working, right? My girlfriend is sending me after Fed in chat. What did Fed do? Is Fed getting yelled at? Taking a long time to load in. There we go. Okay. Sound like a Western? Oh, it's a Wesker and a nurse. Interesting combo. Somebody DC'd? Okay. No, this is fine. Well, nuts. That's a flashlight. Somebody blew a gen over here, I think. See if I can get this person to heal me. I hear another injured person right there. That sucks. Wow, they knew exactly where to go. That's really unfortunate for me. This is my first hook, so we'll see how this goes. Not very many broken pallets. Two down pallets, so. I guess we're just hanging out here. Oh, that's not good. What are you in? I'm in a cage. Instead of using hooks for 2v8, they use cages like this. I guess it's supposed to help the flow of the gameplay. Unfortunately for me, somebody just went down right next to me, so. Oh, dude, that sucks. Nobody got to me in time, so I've already taken my first and second hook stages. Oh, that's tough. This bot's okay. Bot's just not gonna let me heal them. Very cool. Okay, they went down at a distance. I think Wester's coming to us. Is this bot gonna help me? This is the bot, by the way. Trying really hard. Is that Wesker? That is Wesker. Trying really hard to get this main gen done. Gen right in the middle of the map. Oh, Rebecca's dead. That. Okay, he's not coming straight to the middle. I think we're just gonna stick it on this gen. See if we can manage to finish it. Or at least 4 of us are on death hook. That is so sad. Oh, well. Did she just... Oh, okay. Alright. She just tunneled out the Arella. I mean, I guess it's not tunneling if there's already people dead, but, you know. That's... I think I kind of got the Arella farmed by accident. My bad. Chad, I believe, we're cooked. I fucking knew it just by the run. Yeah, Oh, shit. Hello. Oh my god. Find some new, a lot of broken... Oh my god, there's a lot of dead people. Well, that's tough. I should have been looking for the double back. And there was a hatch that opened right next to me. Oh, wow.